Hey there, buddy, and welcome back to some more Lobotomy Corporation. Last time we were dealing with Silent Orchestra, and man, it was not great. And you guys have said, yeah, that one's kind of annoying. That's probably one of the more annoying ones in the game. So we're just gonna try to deal with it. We're gonna probably mess with it once, maybe twice a day. If it breaks down, then, well, we'll get there when we get there. But you guys have made some awesome suggestions down below in terms of getting gear and making sure we have plenty of HE and even the WAV type abnormalities. So we're gonna primarily focus on getting these guys and getting their gear so that we can equip our guys with better gear. We need to mess with these two down here. Don't know what they are. We did mess with them slightly. You guys said this can either help you or it can either hurt you. So we're gonna try to learn about it as much as we can. And I think this one's the WAV type. I can't remember exactly. It's a 7 across the board with basic information being 20. So yeah, those are, yeah, you can see there, they're both ALF types. So that is kind of the plan, is to get through this day without these two absolutely messing us up. If they break down, we're gonna have to find a way to succeed or end the day or get really lucky. So these are limiting factors until we can get a employee high enough. You also mentioned that even if someone's at 5 on their abilities, they can still work with that up to 100. So I will try my best to remember that and actually keep working on that. Danzy can't really do that though, because you know she's at temperance levels. What I am going to do though for Raptor's actually already 5 across the board. I am going to go ahead. Well, no, we already are at a lobotomy point, so never mind. We're just going to jump into this day, hopefully get started, pass this mission down here, and hopefully maybe do a Dusk Ordeal. If not, do the Dusk Ordeal after we get a lot of this gear. You guys mentioned, hey, not everyone has to work. The gear is very important. You get a 25% increase every time you upgrade a tier. So yeah, in resistances, that's really, really good. But as always, you guys leaving feedback and commenting, liking, it really helps with these videos. I do appreciate it. And I do apologize if I do sound a little bit tired. I have been extremely busy with work, and there's just been a lot going on. So a lot to do, but that's no excuse. Let's go ahead and jump in. So we had these abnormalities. We had the choir boys, as we called them. We have these guys and all of these up here. So if I can, I'm not gonna work with these guys as much as possible. We've kind of worked with this one a tad bit. We would like to work with it if possible. I think what we did here is we gave Raptor the book, and then Raptor came down here and did insight work, right? Is that what we did? Oh, I've already forgotten. I think it was attachment work, actually. Was it attachment or is it insight? Oh no, I've already forgotten. Okay, we'll figure that out. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that. I know this is kind of like a repeat of day 1 or the previous episode. But hey, that's the fun of not playing in a little bit, which I do apologize for, is that I've already forgotten. But like I said, we're gonna work with these abnormalities as much as we can and get them done. Plague I think we had Plague working on this one. We had Danzy still working on this one. Both insight, we know how that is. TU is working with Red, I do remember that. And I do wanna send Arang down here and go and get Arang working with this thing. I remember that we can't work with it more than a certain amount of time. Actually, I think it has to work with at least 20 seconds. It'll be fine, we'll figure it out. I think the choir boys was about instinct, so let's go ahead and we'll send Hostile Buffalo down there into the choir boys, make sure nothing bad happens there. All right, once Raptor has the notebook, we'll send Raptor down here and probably mess with this. I don't even know if I want to mess with you, if I'm honest. I don't know if I want to mess with Silent Orchestra right now. I think that's a problem for future stapes. But yeah, so that's kind of our goal for the day, is kind of work with all these abnormalities on here, get their gear, and upgrade our employees with that gear. We're gonna work with Arang here until Arang hopefully doesn't die. I'm gonna see that thing appear, and then I'm gonna get Arang out of there. Raptor, I think it was inside. We're gonna go and figure that out, just so I don't, you know, possibly mess up the day. Oh, that's not good. We don't need Clouded Monk to fail. We ideally want to avoid that if all possible. Have we gotten any Red's gear? No, not really, but we need to get that. We're almost there. And I think we'll be okay working with Red one more time. Let's look across the... Oh, do I have to click on something? Okay, no, there we go. Escape works. Okay. I forgot about that. Whoops. We can send Danzy to work with it, or we can do TU again. I think TU will be fine. TU is a very, very good employee. Arang is still going. We want to wait till these two appear. Perfect in usage. So yeah, Flesh Idol. The subject prayed for a duration of 20 seconds or less. They died. Okay, perfect. So we just need to make sure that Arang gets healed, then send them back. I do want to keep an eye on this down here. I want to make sure Raptor doesn't explode like Raptor does. And we want to make sure that this completes in less than 60 seconds or Raptor is just going to get absolutely destroyed. Like Raptor has been doing the past couple episodes, but that is not Raptor's fault. That is good old Stapes' fault. And if Raptor explodes again, it's because of my negligence and ability to... Okay, Raptor's good. All right, Raptor, you're going to return that. We're just going to not touch that. We're going to get some info on it, and we're just going to leave it alone. We kind of know the guidelines here. I want to do this for the sake of me not forgetting. Okay, well, I'm glad we didn't do attachment. I'm glad I thought insight. Good. I could have saved up for the basic information, but what fun is that? We already know what it is. All right, let's get Aring in here. How's Aring? Aring is healed, so less than 20 seconds. Not less than 20 seconds, more than 20 seconds. I do need to train some of you back up, and I did equip some people like Sin and Hitch with HE class gear just so they're not having to stress out and explode or get absolutely destroyed by an abnormality that's a little bit higher than them. They should be fine. We do want to get people's repression work up, so I'm going to send Ecord to work with DeFry over here. And then Judgment Bird, we need someone to work with Judgment Bird, but we've got to be careful because of the pale damage. Peaceful might be able to. Actually, Peaceful doesn't need to. We need to get Jincy working on things, so let's do some attachment work with some of you guys. We have a countdown of 3, but we want to end this day. Like that's the main goal, is ending this day, and hopefully those two lovely abnormalities that we have down below us won't decide that it's, hey, breakout time. You guys did mention as long as we get everyone out of the area, that it should be fine. So we will follow that rule. Like I said, I apologize if my commentary is off today. Like I'm not trying to talk y'all's ear off, but man, it's been a tough week. But Danzy and I go on vacation this Friday, luckily, and we won't be getting back till Wednesday, and it's gonna be nice. It is about time for us. All right, so let's see here. We did want to boost Dirk Souls and Pixel Gamer. So Pixel Gamer and Dirk Souls will be up here working with Scarecrow. I am sorry that we haven't had any canon lore for your logs, but I do apologize I do apologize that you guys haven't been able to do that, but I do appreciate that you still do them nonetheless. You go hang out with your buddy Red. Leg, go hang out with Kata Monk. Danzy, go hang out with Yin, because we want to get as much gear as we can. So, speaking of gear, Red, we want all these suits. I'm going to get prioritize suits. Oh, geez, Red. Okay, hang on. Aring's been down here. Hopefully Aring's okay. I'm going to let Aring get low, but I don't want them to die. I mean, that's an obvious, but... All right, so there's that. Oh, yeah, Flesh Idol. Skin Prophecy. I don't know. Flesh Idol's on there. Skin Prophecy, let's just get Delaney to use that. Actually, we can let those break down, can't we? We don't have to. I'm going to leave that one alone. We're Flesh Idol, we can do. I'm going to let those break down. I'm not worried about that. Aring is still... Okay, Aring is at 3 on this. Experiment 2, the subject prayed for a duration between 21 and 45 seconds. During this time frame, all employees other than the subject recovered HP. Oh. That can be good. All right, what was the timing on that? I don't know, but I think it's enough. So I'm going to end usage. Aring is alive. Good. Let's let him go back. Now, that's a double-edged sword. You guys have kind of already informed me on that one's got a trick to it. And so I'm curious to find out what that trick is. We have some Clouded Monk gear. Let's go ahead and grab the suit there. Yin, let's go ahead and grab another suit for Yin. All right, cool. We've got 3 extra suits now for our employees, which is wonderful. We're at 165, which is not bad. You got to get to 550 to complete this day. And we want to do a countdown of 6 or lower, I believe. So the... Man, I heard this the other day. Clyfoth, right? Clyfoth. It's like a hard I. Clyfoth. Okay, anyway, sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Alright, get back down there and work with Flesh Idol so we know everything about it. Let's work with Red again. TU, go work with Red. We do need to train you guys on some of your others, and I think Red is actually okay at Instinct, so we could use Red as Instinct training, and we can use these guys for Instinct training as well. Let's unlock... I think we can use Instinct. Yeah, we can use Instinct and Insight. Instinct and Insight. I don't... You know, we'll just get all of them. And Repression. Okay, so we can use Repression and Instinct. Okay, that's good. We could get this. I'm going to save up Basic Information. Actually... Yeah, let's get Basic Information. We kind of know how to deal with them. I say that, but then something bad can happen. I'm really hoping that these don't mess us up. This is kind of like we're a part where I have to get lucky and not lose a lot of my recording. I think what I'm gonna do is, since we have a okay success rate on this, I think I might send you guys to do this. Because your attachment, I don't think attachment actually factors into this. I could be wrong, but I think we'll be okay doing that again. And honestly, with Hostile having that much instinct, I think we'll be okay. Punishing birds escape, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. All right, don't forget about these employees up here. We've got to train you guys. Sin, let's get your attachment up. Instinct-wise, let's get... Gensi's already 5. We could boost Gensi a little bit if we really wanted to. Water, let's get Water's instinct up. I think Water getting instinct would be great. Let's get repression on Hitch. Yes, repression on Hitch. Let's get E-Core doing some repression, and we're probably gonna hit an Amber Dawn during this phase, if I had to make assumptions. Now, I do want to see here, with our employees working, I can't see them because they're not out of there. Where's Arang? Arang is in there. Okay, that's fine. Y'all have been working a lot of instinct. Okay, so you have a -5 and no pluses there. But you have 100, you have over 100. So I'm assuming that means that's factored in. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, 100 plus the 12. So you guys are at max prudence. Awesome, that's good to know. Thank you for that tip that you guys gave me in the comments down below. Okay, so this should start healing everybody, which would be good. A little bit more, we can get reds. Okay, the perfect food, that's fine. I'm not worried about this. This is quite easy. Let's see where everything's at. All right, so we have the security, or the safety team over here. Honestly, you guys can handle this quite easily. These are Teth. Vincent. E-Cord's busy at the moment. I think y'all should be fine to handle that. I'm gonna regret those decisions. You guys have got a good bit of strength up there. A lot. I guess I should have kept some top employees. Should be okay though. You guys could definitely handle that. We've got some down here, unfortunately. I'm gonna get Kevin and Raptor on that because they could easily just cut through them, and then I'll get the top of our central command up here, which is Tiu. Tiu should be able to handle that by herself. We'll also get Delaney and Hitch on that as well. Hitch is working, but that should be fine. I need to keep an eye on you guys. I'm kind of worried about you, honestly. Oh, okay, that died instantly. Okay, we've acquired more than half, which is great. Vincent and Tasha are doing that. I think fire's so slow, though, that that's not really doing much. How are we doing over here? Has anyone died? No, y'all cleared them up. Nice. I'm not worried about you guys. Definitely not worried about you guys. TU has already wiped the floor with those. Excellent. Okay, the problem up here is that you guys have extremely slow attack speed. Okay, what's going on? What's escaped? Did someone die? Orang died. Oh, I forgot about Orang. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. The subject prayed for a duration between 46 to 90 seconds. The result was similar to experiment 2, but SP was also recovered. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Orang has died. That's okay. I'm not... The perfect food. Okay, that's done. That's unfortunate. I knew I was gonna forget something there. We'll have to get a tier 3 up here, and Aring was down here to kind of deal with situations such as that, so it's a loss, but it was an okay loss. T worked with Red again. You guys, Plague should be fun to work with that, because like I said, I want all of that gear if we can. You guys shouldn't break. We actually should be able to finish the day, and I think we went to 6 before 6, which is fine. The music can go away now, we're fine. I do need, oh, I forgot about Dark Souls working with us. We need Dark Souls to work with that several times before we end the day. We're gonna get water. We're gonna have a breakdown of 8. So we ideally wanna have the ability to end the day if we can. Water, go handle that. Gensi, go handle that. I need to make sure I have plenty of stuff for Gensi. We need to work with Judgment Bird as well, but I think Yeah, inside is kind of our best bet there. Okay, we're close to our quota, and we're about to have 8 breakdowns, so I really need to have our quota before the day ends. We need 100 boxes, and we have about 2 left. So really, we need to get to these. Okay, 8%, that's not really viable. 4%'s viable. Get hostile buffalo there. And let's get... TU should be good to handle red. Okay. Now then. I want to see what the results are after this to see how many boxes... We're not going to get 100. That's not going to happen with these two. But we need to maximize our ability before these things break down, if it's a possibility, to get as many boxes as possible. We're going to give it about probably 25, if I had to guess, maybe 30. If we're lucky. About 30. Yeah, about 30 boxes. Neutral results. Hopefully no one escapes. We had this guy right here melted in the ground. This one's eyes are gone as well. This one has a demented smile, so, you know, these guys are starting to break down. Let's get all their guidelines real quick as we can. And then I'm going to grab that. Abnormality basic information. Dream of a black swan. Okay. When 5 or more employees... Okay, so there's a lot of results there that change them up. Not too worried about that. We're probably going to end the day relatively soon. We need about 70 boxes. 67, or 67 to be exact. Oh... I don't like it. Nope, I don't like it one bit. We'll need Raptor. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively do this. Raptor, you're gonna go grab the book and then work with that. If this thing breaks down, we need to do attachment work and work with it once. I haven't worked with it for that exact reason. We need a high attachment rate. Hostle's probably our best bet there, if I had to make a guess. Granted, Hostile only has... Honestly, Raptor would be our best bet too. Maybe Kevin, because Kevin has Wild Gear. Yeah. All right, we're gonna send Dirk Souls to start us off for this breakdown. We're gonna get his inside up. We're gonna see what happens. Please don't be these two down here. Oh, we got lucky. Love to see it. All right, let's get Hostile Buffalo working in here. We need Raptor to work with something so Raptor doesn't explode. We can send Raptor to, I don't know, Raptor, you can go hang out with, you can go hang out with Clouded Monk for me if you don't mind. Plague, you go work with Yin, that one of those. Let's get TU to work on Instinct maybe with Red. I think TU should be okay. Yeah, Red's not far from breaking down, so we can do that. I know I should be focusing on other things. Danzy, go grab this real quick and then immediately put it up. All right, so Judgment Bird. Actually, we could probably you know, we're just gonna make sure. Judgment Bird. Peaceful Buffalo is our best bet, but Peaceful Buffalo also doesn't have a lot of health. And it does pale damage. I don't like the idea of Judgment Bird breaking down because that'll escape. We don't have a great way to deal with that. Ooh, actually, wait, we can send someone. I forget you can send people from the departments. Kevin, go work with it. I think Kevin will be okay. How's your pale resistance? He does have a little bit more resistance to pale damage. Actually, Raptor may be better with this. Yeah, we're gonna send Raptor to see Raptor's old friend. Raptor will have an extremely high chance of this as well. So Raptor, you go see your old friend if you don't mind. Skin Prophecy, Hitch, go talk to Skin Prophecy. Yeah, it's Skin Prophecy. Clouded Monk, we're actually gonna get Kevin to go work with Clouded Monk. Ugh, I don't like you. Pixel Gamer should be okay. Hopefully Pixel Gamer won't get absolutely eaten. Attachment work, let's send Noah in here. Attachment work, we can send Maximum in here. That's not breaking down, that's not breaking down. You're breaking down. Ooh, there's a lot to deal with. All right, let's send Jincy in here. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Everyone get to your jobs. Once Danzy gets in here, we're gonna immediately say cancel order. Punishing bird is escape, that's fine. Okay, and then immediately return that because we don't want to deal with yen. Okay, perfect. You don't finish that too quickly now. Okay, you're gonna have a high success, that's good. Raptor's getting there, perfect. Do we have all of our gear here? Yes, we do, okay. Making sure there's nothing chaotic that's possibly gonna ruin this day. All right, we can end the workday, that's great. We can wait for Punishing Bird to go back and let everyone finish their work here. Raptor is dealing with their old friend quite expertly. Good job, Raptor. We can only get one set of gear there, that's fine. Not worried about that. I am gonna work with Dark Souls up here a little bit more, just because I want to boost him as much as I can. So we'll use a couple of these. I don't know, they're kind of like action points to kind of relate them to something else. We have 88 boxes for yen, so let's grab a weapon. And then let's grab a Cloud of Monk weapon. And let's grab a red weapon. Ooh, man, that's great. Great on that. Let's go ahead and get escape information for this guy. All right, Black Swan Hat, minus HP and minus SP, but success rate up and work speed up, which is good. We don't know their ego weapon yet, but that's fine. Okay, good. All right, how we doing? How we doing across the board? Everything's good. Judgment Bird, not Judgment Bird. Punishing Bird is being Punishing Bird. Can I get this done? Maybe? No, I'm not gonna push that. We at least got one set of weapons. Thank you for your sacrifice, Aurang. We didn't miss this. Also, I realize there's a bunch of lore that I need to start reading. I don't think we have. Like, I need to read Red's lore, I need to read Monk's lore, and I need to read Yen's lore. So we may do a lore read in the middle of this episode before we end. We have a couple turns. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna boost Dark Souls as much as I can here. He's doing an excellent job, and then we'll have to move him to do other things. Okay, Dark Souls, you get back in there if you don't mind. We can work with these guys a little bit more. I think that'll be okay. We'll send Hostile in there. Okay, cool. All right, well that's doing. I think let's go ahead and get some lore. Let me make sure I didn't read all this. Okay, after kind of briefly reading through it, I've determined that I don't think we've read this lore. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Like I said, this is kind of like a mid-episode lore. A little lore dump, but you know, that's kind of the fun part of this game is all the lore. So let's go ahead and get started. The black pendant is darker than any other shade of black, the most obscure of all the forms of darkness in the world. Employees should not touch or possess the pendant. Merely looking at it makes one feel as if darkness is creeping into their heart. It seems that this pendant originally made up a circle, however it is now separated from its other half. Many employees called it the Devil's Pendant. Some say looking at it will fill your mind with negativity. Employees dislike being anywhere near the thing. After all, it was the polar opposite of its other half. Many would let out similar complaints that all ended with the same remark: "We wish it was only the white one." Its surroundings erode, those who come near it suffer. This wasn't the result of the pendant's own volition. Those things only happen because of its aura that it exudes. Then it must wonder, why do I exist? If my very existence corrodes my surroundings and brings suffering and darkness to whoever interacts with me, maybe I shouldn't have been born at all, just like they say. Maybe my creator only wanted to make the white pendant, and I'm just an unintentional accident. If so, how can such an impure being disappear from this world? One day, the black pendant heard a call. Now the day has come. It is time for us to reunite. The black pendant left the place. It thought it would never leave. It found itself swimming away. Everything it passed turned to ruin. Oh man, reading this, I'm realizing that this explains exactly what happened a couple episodes ago when they combined and everything like that. Destruction was but an instinct. It wasn't something that could be stopped, nor could it be hidden. It could see the white pendant. No, it could see the part of itself that it hadn't seen for a long, long time. The two opposites were swimming towards each other. For the first time ever, the black pendant felt meaning in its existence. We used to be one, I am, and thus you are. You are, and thus I am. We were originally together. It was a fruitless deed to divide us. Now you've become the sky, and I the land. An employee who had a face colored with cheerful eyes began to grimace at their sudden burst of sadness. An employee who was quietly crying from having their heart broken dried their tears. An employee who was dragging along their broken legs stood up straight, as if they always could. An employee who was on their way to the lounge suddenly fainted, bleeding from every place imaginable. Jeez, okay. As this end circles back to the beginning, those who held hope are met with despair, and those who held despair are met with hope. At the end of the beginning, the dragon, which now became a great avatar, soared through the sky. I love that because that explains exactly what happens when those two escape. That is excellent. Clouded Monk. All right. Have we read Clouded Monk? No, I don't think we have. This abnormality was created with the ideas provided by Tumblebug Backer. Oh, okay. This was a backer one. Was it? Maybe just the idea. In the Redacted century, a monk named Redacted from the province of Redacted walked the path of Buddhism, seeking liberation and true enlightenment. He was on the road to his home country to spread his philosophy when he heard that an old monk was being cremated in a nearby town. He felt he should go witness it. However, a man stopped him. "Excuse me, sir, there's a rumor that an evil spirit lingers in the town you're heading towards." The monk replied, "Evil spirits are naturally born from one's heart. How could I miss the cremation of a great monk simply because a rumor has been spread?" He then continued on his way to the town of Redacted. When the monk arrived, people from all around town were gathered in ceremony. They were gazing at the corpse of the old monk, chanting the name of Guanxinya. Man, okay, hang on. Guanxiyin. Okay, there we go. Guanyin, Guanyin, Guanyin. The chant was born more out of desperation for something they yearned for, rather than commemoration. The funeral pyre started crackling as it was fed with kindling. The sound of wooden percussion echoed, and the chanting grew louder and louder. Soon the crowd started buzzing with nervousness. Something's not right. The people were greatly disappointed by the amount of sarira that appeared. There were no more than 2 spoonfuls. Shocked, the people soon turned into an angry crowd. It makes no sense that such a great monk had such little sarira. Clearly, he was lacking in his practice of asceticism? I think so. He must not have done many good deeds. The visiting monk himself was baffled. He was unfamiliar with such an obsession with sarira at the ceremony, cremation, and even he was expected the proper amount of sarira that the great monk would deserve. The monk spoke to a man behind the crowd. How can they be so upset at such a sacred ceremony? A slight distance away, a very old man in the crowd answered instead. The poor and the hungry yearn for miracles to save them. But how you're dressed, I would guess that you're also on the path of a Buddhist. This even must have worried you. The monk responded in a slightly disturbing tone. Sarira forms when the monk has battered his body and spirit and finally reaches nirvana. It is a natural process and not to be artificially wanted. How can you call it a miracle? The old man then burst out in laughter. This monk was known well here for his good deeds. He shared his food with the hungry and clothes with those who were cold. However, as they say, it seems he was unable to reach true nirvana, as only 2 spoonfuls of sarira were found. He ended up being a miserable old monk who couldn't achieve nirvana, even though he was a well-respected man and known as a benevolent living saint. Do you think you will be any different? I have profoundly practiced. And it cuts off. They say a monk from the temple of Redacted had earned more than 300 spoons of sarira. Colorful lights sparkled across the sky, and the crowd paid devout prayers at his cremation. And his sarira were as round as pearls. The emperor himself ordered for 4 temples to be built in his name. Man, this is a long. Oh my goodness, this is a long one. Okay, built in his name. The monk could not reply. But the creation of sarira is a natural process all go through. It is well known that Buddha's sarira were enough to fill a grand palace when he was cremated. One day your body shall fail and eventually lead you to eternal heaven. Someday people will be there for your cremation just like now. The monk was silent. If nothing is found in your ashes, you will be a sinner of the trail yokya, and your path will ultimately reach nowhere. However, if enough sarira are found from you that everyone looks on in awe, your name will be sung for generations. The emperor will be awestruck and build a huge temple in your name, and the people will chant while admiring the pagoda of that temple. ... The feeble old man is telling you all this because I can see, or this feeble old man is telling you all this because I can see you becoming one of the greatest monks. Listen, a few hours walk from here, there's a mound we call Redacted. Go there and you will see several old pagodas. Inside of them are the boxes of Sarira from long forgotten great monks. Why? They'll just return to the soil if nothing happens to them. But if you were to consume them, perhaps you will display more Sarira than Buddha himself. The great monk then realized that the old man was suspicious and did not sound as an old man should. However, the old man was gone in a flash, and as he tried to catch a glimpse of his face, the monk concluded that must have been a trick of the devil and tried to forget what the old man had said. But the old man's voice lingered in his ears, even as he tried to sleep. The monk tossed and turned and could not fall asleep. He decided the best way to clear his mind was to go on a walk. As he walked, he somehow found himself around the pagodas the old man had mentioned. They were supposed to be a few hours' travel from where he had been staying. For a long while, only a chant of Om Ami Dewa Hura. Yeah, I'm just going to do my best on that. Echoed around the pagodas. Excerpt of a folktale from the province of Redacted. They say at night a mysterious sound can be heard around the pagodas and statues of the area of Redacted. It is said that the source of the sound is a preta, a demonic creature with long arms, claws, and unnaturally big mouth. Some say this creature carries a shattered japamala. However, the exact details are unconfirmed. After this creature appears, people find that offered Sarira boxes are forcibly opened with their contents removed. Furthermore, monks who stay in the province must not sleep alone. They should also visit a nearby temple to receive a talisman that wards off evil spirits and ensure that they carry it at all times. This tale has become widespread across the region and has led to a tradition of chanting certain lines at pagodas where Sarira is stored when cremation takes place. I'm going to butcher this. I'm not even going to try. The chant translates to this. Are you a monk? Are you a monk? You are no longer a monk. A demon shall never reach heaven. This chant is orated to the monk who has not yet realized that he has become a demon. Wow, that was a lot. That was a ton. Okay. That was a whole... I wonder if that's an actual folktale. Interesting. All right, well, that was the Clouded Monk. And now we have Red. Let's see what Red has. And Red is not nearly as long. All right, so here's the lore for Little Red Riding Hood Mercenary. I'm a pro. If you make a request, then I might help you. I used to be expensive, but I'll cut you some slack here. Under one condition. Hand that dreadful, cunning bastard over to me if you ever see him. I'll hang his head over my bed. Only then can I get up in the morning without having a nightmare. So, talking about the big bad wolf. An imposing abnormality taking the form of a female warrior with a striking red hood. Her frayed hood has initials embroidered on it, unreadable due to the damage the hood has taken. Many patches can be seen on the hood, suggesting it has been well worn. According to her own claims, she used to be a mercenary before coming to this facility. Wandering around without fixed residence, she does not trust others easily and has an extreme fondness of battle. She is unusually uncomfortable with parts of her face and body being exposed or looking at a mirror. Other numerous symptoms of paranoia have been observed in her behavior. She has a strong desire to resolve emergency situations when they break out. She calls it a request of some kind. Since this behavior consequently helps management, the company recommended putting it to use depending on the situation. The following contains information that employees of every level should note. However, when she encounters the big bad wolf, the situation will change drastically. She will undergo several psychological transitions, including sudden depersonalization and intermittent explosive disorder. This encounter will lead to serious collateral damage, so it is advised to avoid any case where the two may face each other. But between us, there is no victory to be won. All I think about now, how I killed the bastard in a way more gruesome and painful than the last time. Thus, there are no toasts to raise. There are no deliciously baked cakes to eat or wine to drink. I got used to grinding the axe instead of picking flowers when I was 15. And that is Little Red Riding Hood Mercenary. Alrighty. Well, I would say we can try to get to dusk. And we could go ahead and see what this day holds in terms of getting there, because we haven't got to the noon yet, which is unfortunate. But I think we could go ahead and go a little bit longer if we wanted to. We might as well. I don't see why not. We can go ahead and get Do we have everything here? We have everything here. We don't have everything here, so let's work with Yin a little bit more. I think we'll send TU up here. TU has a good chance. We could have Red as well. Actually, Red, yeah, we have everything for Red. So TU, go over here, work with that. But I think we need more abnormalities that aren't, you know, going to murder us. I do want to work with Dirk Souls a little bit more. So I think what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of farming, and I'll let you guys know if there's anything exciting that happens. Because right now, we're kind of a dead standstill, and I think well, actually, maybe I won't skip ahead. Maybe we'll see what this does and if it ends up being one of these two in the day. I don't know, we'll see. I do want to train you guys some more. I do want to get water worked on Water's instinct a little bit more because water needs health. And then we're gonna send Sin up here. We need to get Sin worked up as well. Okay, so what's breaking down? Yep, all right, that's the end of the day. Oh, actually, we haven't worked with it yet. We haven't worked with it yet. Let's send hostile, and if it looks bad, we'll end the day. Let's do that. And let's not forget to let Kevin out of here at a certain point. Let's just get all this because we have a red noon at the moment, but I do need to end it before 6 anyway, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some boxes for this thing, but let's just make sure that nothing gets out. Let's do that. Yeah, you can grab that. Not worried about that. Insight. Let's send Evan in there. Judgment Bird. Let's see, where's Raptor at? Raptor should be fine with the notes. I kind of don't want to risk it though. Repression. Let's get E-Cord over here. E-Cord should be able to handle that. Who can we send to handle this? Do we have anyone available? Plague and TU could. Do I think TU? Nah. What's TU's repression resistance? Not much. Not much. I'm just worried that Raptor's gonna explode with those notes. Raptor didn't take a lot of damage though. Because I think the notes is, let me make sure I'm reading correctly. The notes is only if they take a certain amount of damage. Yeah, a certain amount of damage. And Raptor didn't take a lot of well, Raptor should be fine. I'm gonna regret that and Raptor's gonna explode and we're gonna have to start this entire day over. I'm not gonna do that. That's a dumb decision by me. Let's return the notes and then send Raptor over here. They should make it. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to you at all. No, I'm not. All right, let's see. Who can go handle that? You go back over there. We have everyone working with something. I think we do. Flesh Idol. Ooh, okay, we need someone that hasn't done anything. We'll send Oliver to Flesh Idol. Once Raptor gets up here, we'll send Raptor across the way and handle that. Okay. Hostile's going over there. I'm terrified, honestly. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on that. I just want to make sure everything across the board is handled. Once Raptor is back over there. Where's Raptor at? Okay, Raptor's got to go all the way up. Can they make... Raptor, can you make it in time? Okay, yeah, Raptor should be fine. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on this right quick. Maybe Hostile Buffalo. She's doing pretty good. This is something where I have to be very thorough. Okay, wait for Raptor to get in there. All right, good. Raptor's in there. Kevin's in there. Raptor, can you get across? Raptor. Ooh, it's gonna be close. We have to keep an eye on both of these. Raptor, go over there. Hostile might be able to complete this. Yes. Yes. Okay. If something breaks out, we're... Judgment Bird. Okay, I think I might just go ahead and end the day. I could go a little bit longer if Raptor makes it in time. Where's Raptor? Raptor's there. 13 seconds. Can Yin? No, we can't. Oh, we're one off. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. End usage. I think Kevin should be fine. Right? I'm gonna leave Kevin in there for a minute. 9, 8, 7, 6. No, that's not okay. We're gonna end the day. I don't want Judgment Bird to escape. All right, cool. Let's see what kind of stat. We didn't have a lot of stat increases across the board. Dark Souls and Pixel Gamer are now up there. Dark Souls didn't max out that, I don't think, but that's fine. Okay, cool. Day 24 done, and we completed the Central Command Team objective, which is good. All right, story time. The human mind is a melting pot of feelings, memories, obsessions, wishes, agonies, and the feeling of happiness and sadness. Stronger emotions have stronger impetus. The combined effort of numerous people has brought Lobotomy Corporation to where it is now. We had to keep on with various experiments. Just as we hire new employees now, we recruited numerous people for the experiments. There was not a definite shape at first, then it slowly assumed a form. Finally, A understood while he was studying these changes, their abilities, where they lived, their jobs, and their strengths were not so important. What was required was a massive amount of energy. This meant we had just one single thing to pay attention to. It's always floating around, left to rot at the back of everyone's head, twisting your mind until you are left with nothing but self-loathing. The subconscious. Come to think of it, I haven't probably asked for your opinion. Do you truly wish to meet A? Of course. I like a mysterious character. All right then. I'll let A know of your thoughts when he returns. However, do not expect him to give you a warm greeting. A is a person who conceals his mind. Perhaps even more than I do. Okay, this is a different scene, isn't it? Manager, how do the Sephiroth appear to you? You must see them as humans, just like yourself. Irritation, smiles, desire, and frowns color their faces, a range of emotions much more human than myself, perhaps. However, are you aware of a key fact? If there were to be any AI in this place that would be sophisticated enough to be considered as a human in terms of appearance, only I would fit that criteria. Haven't I been telling you since the beginning? I am the one and only truly superb AI here. To witness the essence of things is not all important in this place. All that you see is distorted and filtered quite heavily. All right, there's the cognitive filter. She's finally telling us about, fully telling us about it. Everything here is constructed just for you. Perhaps you can understand it better if I put it that way. Okay, there it is. I was wondering when we were going to see who they really were. Here is Tefrith, whom you should already know. Are you really Tefrith? What kind of stupid question is that? What do you think would be it would be otherwise? Okay, I think I'm gonna take a screenshot of that real quick. What kind of stupid question is that? Who do you think it would be otherwise? That dumbfounded expression never ceases to amuse me. To tell you the truth, this part is usually where it gets boring, but that great expression of yours does give me a chuckle. You don't happen to think I'm the only one, right? Every Sephiroth you've seen is just like me, and the same goes to the Sephiroth you'll meet in the future. Yep, so they all have this kind of like actual robot look. All right. After the cognitive filter, I had a feeling that we were going to see who they really were. All right. All thanks to that stupid AI ethics amendment. Next, here is the place where we were born and where we will return to someday. Oh, that's right. Maybe after everything is over, we will rest here singing the song of our hometown. That's right. Oh, that's right. That Tefrith was getting crushed. Oh, hope that version Tefrith lasts longer. Well then, Tefrith, I will send the next one over when he's ready. But there's like blood and stuff in them. I mean, that's organs. Thank you, Lady Angela. All right, that's okay. Anyway, I'm sure that those will be questions that. Oh, and there's Malkuth. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is where everyone was. It took me long enough to find you guys, since you weren't at the meeting room. She even has like the bow, right? Malkuth had the bow on top. Or like the ribbon or something, the headband? The headband, that's right. What's happening, Malkuth? Netzak asked me to fetch a document from the other Tefrith. Oh, I'm afraid it's not ready yet. Something urgent turned up, and make sure to tell Netzak that he should show up himself next time. Well, Netzak said he's a bit busy. I'll tell him to visit you another time then. Why are you uppers all the same? Netzak isn't busy at all. He just doesn't want to move. But I'm having fun with this Aaron. Oh, you're replacing Tefereth right now. Looks like the cycle's getting shorter. It must be concerning, Tefereth. Don't worry about me, just be mindful of your notebook. It looks like it'll fall apart to shreds at any moment by the looks of it. Yeah, this is like blood and guts and stuff. Oh, she even has like the ribbon on her head too. Oh, it is. Thank you for your concern. It was a pleasure to see you too, manager. Interesting. Day 25. Oh, this is the new one. ... Nice to meet you. I'm Tefereth, and they have no memory. You can skip the introductions, Tefereth. Right now, it's time for you to examine the plan Netzak gave us. All right. ... He seemed to want to say something to me. What would a broken machine have to say anyways? Tefereth is overloaded. He seemed to have the same issues from the beginning, but it's only gotten worse with time. We've been replacing the machine often, resetting it, and leaving it only a small portion of data intact. Yet the same error always occurs at the same point. Tefereth. Proving your competence 4. It seems Tefereth isn't feeling well, so I'll be working overtime myself until he's better. All right, this is the last thing I'll ask for you. Take care of every single containment unit that melts down. If you do that, I'll admit that you're not entirely incompetent as a manager. And we actually did this last time. Clear the day without getting a single containment unit's Clyfoth meltdown. Excellent. All right, cool. Expansion level. So Central Command Team expands 1. And I think we should get a research point. Maybe. Hopefully. I think. Yeah, here we go. All right, so we have red shield bullets. Perfect. That's actually going to be pretty decent, I think. All right, so we have that mission, and man, we really have got to complete this Dusk Ordeal. We have got to get there at some point. We need to do these meltdowns. Oh, man. But guys, that is about a 47-minute recording. I'm going to have probably another episode come out, hopefully relatively soon. This one should be coming out on Wednesday, and I'm going to try to do some more recording because I want to try to release videos while we are gone on vacation. But as always, leaving your feedback down below is greatly appreciated. Leaving a like, comment, you guys know the drill. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you here. Consider subscribing if you join the content. But without further ado, I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the little story twist, as I'm sure many of you knew they were coming who have already played or watched this series, but I'm looking forward to seeing more. Hope you guys have a great day where you may be. As always, thank you for spending some of your time here, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.